Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next.
Welcome, everybody, to the first official edition of Madison County Sports Night live here from the Richmond Register Sports Office. We kind of tinkered with this a little bit last week, but this is our first official live broadcast, and this is kind of our nightly, if you want to call it, Sports Center type thing here in Madison County, where we're going to come in here every night, Monday through Friday, about 10 o'clock-ish, depending on when I get done with everything, and I'll tell you what happened on this day in Madison County sports. So we're ready to go. Randy, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Ready. So we did this last week, and we've tinkered with it, and we think we've kind of worked out some of the bugs now, so everything will work out pretty good. But here Monday, August the 15th, here in Madison County, just a couple of soccer games on the schedule. Really kind of a light night for this time of year, but we're going to jump right into it. We'll start off here in Richmond. The Model Lady Patriots soccer team at home taking on Bryan Station in the first game of what they're calling the Central Kentucky Challenge Cup, which is sponsored by Texas Roadhouse. And this one ended in a scoreless tie, but there was some excitement in there. Claire Garner stopped a penalty kick from Model to keep the game scoreless. And so Model goes to 1-0-2 on the season. They'll be back in action Wednesday at home against 44th District rival Berea Community. The other game of the night was also here in Richmond over at Bellevue, and it was the Madison Central Lady Indians picking up a 2-0 win over Russell. The game was scoreless at the half. About 10 minutes into the second half, it was Callie Lloyd off an assist from Kennedy Stevenson, and then a little bit later on, it was Natalie Connect with a goal. And the Lady Indians moved to 2-0 on the season. We'll be back in action on Wednesday at Somerset. And we have the two games tonight, so we are going to update you a little bit about what happened over the weekend. Of course, if you watched the Richmond Register Sports Show on Sunday night, we kind of recapped all this stuff. But in case you did, we're going to go ahead and kind of give you a look back here as well. But speaking of the Lady Indians, they were the last soccer team here in Madison County to actually play a game. They didn't play until Saturday. The whole last week, they had a JV tournament over there. So the varsity team did not get on the field until Saturday night, and when they did, they were ready to rock and roll. It was a 9-0 win over Estill County in the season opener. Natalie Connect with 3 goals, Maddie Eads with a pair of goals, Callie Lloyd, Presley Lockmuller, Peyton Artery, and Madeline Hendricks also had goals. So that was a successful start to the season for the Lady Indians. And also on Saturday, we had a bunch of other soccer action. Get my notes in order here. Madison Central boys were in action on Saturday night over on the turf at Central. Suffered a 5-4 loss to Covington Catholic. Tyler Smith with 2 goals and an assist. Sam Hughes with a goal and an assist. Ashton Ward with a goal. Madison Central 0-3 on the season. And they'll be looking to get back into the win column on Saturday up in northern Kentucky. They have most of the week off. Berea Community girls picked up their first win of the season on Saturday morning. Maddie King, 2 goals and an assist. Katie Easlet with 2 goals. Diane Weidman with a goal, and the Lady Pirates moved to 1-2 on the season, and they'll be back in action Wednesday at Model, like we said just a minute ago. And also from Saturday, it was the Model boys staying undefeated on the season, moving to 2-0 with a 10-0 win at home Saturday afternoon against Bath County. Keshav Bondari with 2 goals and an assist. Tyler Jones with 2 goals. Shalom Cuddy Poffenberger, Cole Arnold, Asher Meyer, Zach Starnes, and Will Lowry with a goal each, and Hugo Marte with a goal and an assist. So, but the big, I guess you'd say the big news over the weekend was on the golf course, and for we get kind of, it's just kind of repetitive. We just keep saying Madison Central girls and boys win a golf tournament. I mean, it's kind of a repeating story. But we'll start off on Saturday at the Joy of Golf tournament in Lawrenceburg, which is played at Wild Turkey Trace, and it was the Lady Indians of Madison Central shooting a 304, winning by 16 strokes over Owen County, and Elizabeth Eberly taking the title in a playoff, her second individual title of the year. She shot a 72 and hit about a 30-foot birdie on the first hole of the playoff to capture the title. Molly Neely, 75, Lydia Harrell, 77, Clara Beth Ramsey, 80, and Abby Buchanan, an 83. Now the school has started the golf during the week, tapers off, and so the ladies will be back in action this Saturday up at the Lexington Catholic Tournament. Then on Sunday, me and Randy were over at Gibson Bay to watch a really unbelievable performance by Madison Central senior Clay Pendergrass, 5 under 67 to claim his 4th individual title of the season, leading the Indians to their 4th tournament title of the season. Mason Hamrick, 1 under 71, tied for 4th. Warren Thomas, even par 72, tied for 7th. Radney Bales, plus 375. Braden Bond, plus 1082. Indians went -3 as a team, 285. And rolled to another title there. I put this out on social media on Sunday night, but it's almost unbelievable to believe. But Madison Central girls and boys golf teams, you combine them, 12 tournament titles on this season.
Wow.
The girls have 8, the boys have 4. Just some really fantastic golf going on in Madison County, and the same thing with the Indians. That's Lady Indians. They'll be back in action Saturday. As we, from this point on, the golf season, high school golf season, is basically just Saturday tournaments leading up to the region and the semi-state and the state. So we have a busy schedule tonight, though. Today was kind of a little bit light, which gave us a chance to look back over the weekend. But tonight, our Tuesday night around the county is going to be busy. All 4 high school volleyball teams will kick into action for the first time. Berea at Lincoln County, East Jessamine at Southern, Trinity Christian at Model, and Madison Central at Frederick Douglass. And if you missed it, we do have, if you go richmondregister.com, we complete 44th District Volleyball preview, in-depth, lengthy previews of all 4 of our Madison County schools. And also 3 boys soccer games tonight in the county. Trinity Christian at Berea, Danville at Southern, and Somerset at Model, and 1 girls soccer game, and it is the first 44th District matchup of the season. Berea at Southern, 8 o'clock after the boys game down there. So an exciting night at Southern. You have boys soccer, girls soccer, and volleyball going on at the same time. Wayne will be a very busy man down there trying to get to all those things.
Sun's out, guns out.
He'll have the sleeveless shirt, and we know he will. It's going to be an exciting day for us too here at the Richmond Register. I don't want to spoil it yet, and don't maybe want to ruin it. But we do. We're going to have a photo shoot set up tomorrow, and we'll say this: with the only Division I committed football player we have in the county is going to come in. Hopefully, I want to say he said he'd be here, but I just don't want to jump the gun. But he said he would be here. But we're going to have a nice photo shoot, and he is going to be on the cover of this year's Madison County football preview. This is the one from last year, obviously, but he will be on this one. And our edition of this year's edition of the football preview will be out in the Thursday paper. And went over and talked to Mike Holcomb a little bit earlier today. We have a video of him we're going to post very soon. If you checked our social media sites over the weekend, we also had videos of Coach Frank Parks from Berea. And we also had a whole bunch of videos from Madison Southern with Coach Mark Payne and Brett Ursuline and quarterback Ethan Woods. And who else? It was somebody else. Oh, Stephen Whitehead. So we had those are all out there on our social media sites if you want to go check those out. So lots of good stuff, and this is the first full week of all high school sports going on, full bore. So it's a busy time. Monday, like I said, it was a little bit of a slow night. So, but that's unusual for this time of year. But it was good. So we got a win and a tie for our local team. So that's always a good thing. So I think that's about all we got for you tonight. And didn't get to either one of those games tonight. Was out doing some family stuff, and it was my daughter's 17th birthday. So Randy, we're gonna finish up tonight. We have to be careful with the music because Facebook will kick us off. But we can get away with about 5 or 10 seconds. So I think every night we're gonna try to end the show with a song. And Randy will just have to be very quick to cut off the Facebook.
Oh, sure. Just leave it up to me.
Yeah. But this is from my daughter. She loves Harry Styles. So this is Harry Styles, Carolina. Happy birthday, Ham.
Wow. Yeah, great picture. I see you had Elvis come in, too. Nice. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Was it over?